Stop using Scratch's default variables for your game score. They look totally boring. Instead, let's build a clean, custom number counter using sprite clones that makes your game look 10 times more professional. Let's code it. First time choosing your backdrop. Next up, choose button sprite. Then upload the number sprite. The sprite contains 0 to 9 number. Times to coding. Click the button sprite. We've got the when green flag clicked block. This runs the moment you hit that green flag to start your project. We tell our sprite to go to X0, Y0. That resets its position to the center of the stage every time the game starts. Then we set our score variable to 0. So no matter how many times you replay this, the score always starts fresh at 0 when this sprite is clicked. So every time you click on the sprite, it changes the score by 1, adding a point each time you click. And finally, it broadcasts a message called click. This is super useful because it lets other sprites or scripts in your project react to that click too. Sec the result and click the button. Next, we are creating an attractive score display using a different approach. The second step, click the score sprite. We have score, clone ID variable. We start with when green flag clicked. This kicks things off as soon as the project starts. First, we set our score variable to 0. That's our main global score. Reset fresh each time. Next, the sprite hides itself, so the original sprite won't be visible on stage. We set score clone ID to 0. This is a special kind of variable, for this sprite only, meaning every clone we create will get its own separate copy of this variable. Then we hit a repeat 3 loop. Inside it, 2 things happen. First, we change score clone ID by 1, so it goes from 0 to 1. Then, we create a clone of myself. And because clones copy the variable value at the moment they're created, this clone is born with its clone ID score already set to 1. After the loop finishes, we set score clone ID back to 0. Next, when I receive click, this runs whenever the click broadcast fires, and it runs on every single clone. We check if this clone's score, clone ID, equals 0, then change it by 1. Since only the original sprite has a clone ID score of 0, this part specifically targets the original, not the clones, letting us control them differently based on their individual ID values. This script is where the magic happens. It's how each clone displays 1 digit of the score, like a scoreboard. We start with when I start as a clone. This runs separately for every single clone the moment it's created. First, we position the clone. Go to X0 plus score clone ID times 23, Y 140. This spreads each clone out horizontally, using its own clone ID to calculate a unique X position. So clone 1 sits in one spot, clone 2 sits a bit further right, and so on, like digits lining up on a scoreboard. We set the size to 150% so it's nice and visible, and set the brightness effect to 100, giving it a bright, glowing look. Then we show the clone and jump into a forever loop, since we need to keep checking and updating this constantly. Inside the loop, we first check if score is greater than 999, meaning it's a 4-digit number or more. Then we switch costume to costume 9, which is probably a special symbol, like a plus sign or max indicator, and show it. Otherwise, we check something clever. If score clone ID -1 is less than the length of score, basically asking, does the score number actually have a digit at this clone's position? If it does, we switch costume to the letter at position score clone ID of score, pulling out that exact digit character, and show it. But if this clone's position goes beyond the number of digits in the score, like if the score is 12, but this is the 5th clone, we simply hide it. No wasted, empty digit slots. So put together, this whole system dynamically creates a scoreboard where each clone represents one digit, positions itself correctly, and only shows up if there's actually a digit to display. That's a really elegant way to build a live digital counter in Scratch. And this is the result. If you want the exact starting project file, it's linked below. What should we do next? Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.